Welcome to the K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast. K. Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580thepraise.com, a Gold Chip communication station. And this is part 2, my interview with Drea. She is the owner of Pampered Pawz. She is also passionate pet professional whose journey in the industry began as a veterinary clinic receptionist and blossomed into becoming one of the most sought after dog groomers in the business, known as your groomer's favorite groomer. Come on, I'm gonna go ahead and say that again. Your groomer's favorite groomer. Drea come on now. She has built a stellar reputation for transforming pets from scruffy to stunning, earning the trust of loyal clients and even celebrity pet owners. Through determination and hard work, Drea has turned her love for pets into a thriving business. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on now. So let me tell y'all, because if y'all missed last week, you're going to have to go on my podcast. You're going to have to listen to it, because Drea was dropping gems. Every time you turn around, she was dropping it, okay? So let me go ahead and recap from last week. So Drea is my cousin, but she's my internet cousin. Because guess what? Nobody going to support you like a social media friend you've never met.
Yes, indeed.
And she is a prime example of that. So this is how we met. Champ, he is I have a white Shih Tzu, and I'm scrolling on Instagram. All of a sudden, I see these pictures of the dog, like, oh my goodness, who did that? Drea, come on out. And she would transform your pets. So if you guys are in Atlanta, Georgia, even if you're not in Atlanta, Georgia, because people fly out to come, this is real, to come see Drea every 3 weeks. She got people flying out for their dogs to get groomed. This is how cold she is.
Yeah.
I can't even lie. This is facts. So it's all facts. Like, we got the receipts. Once you go on her Instagram page, what's the Instagram page again?
It's Pampered_Pawz, Pawz.
Okay, and we're going to get it at the end, too. But when you guys go on her page, you're going to be like, wow, y'all ain't lying. She is talented. Come on now. This is definitely her gift and her purpose. So, yes, I'm scrolling through like, wait a minute. And then we just instantly connected. It's like sometimes people, places, circumstances, and God orchestrated this whole thing. Because I had Champ, I got him in 2013. So we probably been in communication for about 12 years.
Yeah,
and
definitely. It's not that long.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And every time she does something, I'm going to support her. Every time I do something, guess what? She support me. We never even met. I never met her in person. How about birthdays? So Drea's birthday is June 16th. Same birthday as Tupac. I'm going to post my cousin because that's family. Okay?
Most definitely.
Yes.
And I'm going to post. Yes.
And she gonna post me. And then she might get lunch. You know what I'm saying? It's Cash App. We gonna go ahead and we gonna, connect. This is real. But
yes,
like we talked about on the last episode, we talked about don't gatekeep. And this is one of the situations where it's like, don't gatekeep. Help someone out. She's in Atlanta, Georgia. I am here in Columbus, Ohio. But you will never know that we ain't real cousins. Come on now. And you never know. We do ancestry. We might be.
You never know. Definitely kindred spirits.
Come on now. Definitely. And I feel like if everybody supported people the way we support people, we could do amazing things.
Yes.
Amazing things. So
I think we're going to find that out soon. That's going to be our only option very soon.
Absolutely. And everything happened for a reason. I honestly do believe that. And I've been telling people everything happened for a reason. And maybe that needed to happen so people can come together.
Yes.
Yes.
We are the greatest people on earth. We know how to do everything. So we can stay within our own communities, and there's someone in our community that offers every single thing that the others offer.
Come on,
and
now.
better.
And better. We can make $1 off 15 cents.
Yes, we can.
We know how to do that.
Because we're great like that.
Yes, we are great. So you guys help people. Don't gatekeep. Okay, and then another thing, another recap from last week's episode. Drea talked about how when she was a veterinary receptionist, she didn't like that. So she went to the surgeon. She was taking notes for the surgeon. And she positioned herself for opportunities. So that was another thing we talked about. Start positioning yourself for opportunities. If you don't like something, or if you're not comfortable with something, or you want to do something better, reach out to someone. And you never know.
Mm-hmm. As someone told me, you are not a tree. You do not have to stay in one place.
That part.
It's okay to move.
Absolutely. It is okay to move. And you are not a tree. Come on now. So, position yourself and talk to people. And the worst thing they could say is no. But guess what? When you get one no, somebody else going to say yes. So just keep on asking.
Yeah. Because guess what? If God gave you this idea or this, whatever he wants you to do, if he gave you that desire, that means you're supposed to move on that. So even if someone tells you no, you move on. You go to your next person. You go to your next person. You may have to reach 100 people. But if that's what God told you to do, you stay on that path. And you will run into exactly what you need and when you need it.
And when you need it. Yes, because he is an on-time God. Come on now.
Yes,
and he'll make a way out of way. And he will position people to help you. But you got to believe, and you got to walk out on faith.
You got to walk.
You got to walk.
If you don't move, you'll never run into what you need. So even if they tell you no, you just keep going.
Keep going. Because you're going to get that yes. And when you fight for something, it's even better. You know, God take away and he opened up 10 million doors. So don't worry about that door that closed, or don't worry about the route because come on now, he said lean not on our own understanding, lean on his understanding. So when we lean on our own understanding, we feel like this is the route we got to take. But then God be like, it's a detour over here, honey. It's this road closed.
I have something way bigger for you. See, sometimes we don't even think as big as we need to. God may have an entire community for you. Meanwhile, you just chasing one person. God has something way bigger. So you just have to know that I always try to keep in my head to just think bigger. Whatever it is that I'm trying to do, think bigger, you know. And that's just how I live my life. Yes. I like everything big.
Come on now. Everything big. Think bigger. Think outside the box. Broaden your horizon. So, I mean, if that helps you guys, we just begin. This is only the beginning of this one, honey, and we already dropping gems because I think people need to get it. You need to get it. Like, this year we are thriving. We're going to walk out on faith and not by sight. It may look like something, but guess what? If God is calling you to it, you're going to do it. Let's go out and walk out on faith. Let's talk to different people. Let's reach out to different people. I mean, even with this interview, I asked you. You could have said no. Come on now. But thank God you said yes.
Don't say no.
But you could have been busy. You could have been out of town because you travel. You be all around the world.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
When they say you outside, I'm outside.
You outside. Yes. You travel all around the world. You know.
I do.
Come on now. So you could have been doing something and you said yes. But it's still walking out by faith. Come on out, because stuff ain't just gonna come to you, and people just ain't gonna ask you. Right? You gotta ask. Yes. So go out and get it, and do things big. Come on now, we serve a big God. He can do exceedingly abundantly above what we can ask or think. Just walk out
Yes.
on it. Come on now. You better go through. This is my cousin. This how. Go ahead, do ancestry, because I know. Look, my family from Alabama. I got family in Alabama, Georgia, everywhere. Yeah, we probably go ahead, do ancestry, girl, because we cousins.
Yeah, we gonna look into that.
We gonna look into it.
It's definitely a connection here.
Definitely a connection. Yes. So we ended it off too. Your groomer's favorite groomer. How she became your groomer's favorite groomer. So if you want to touch base on that real quick for the people that ain't listened to it last week, because this is facts.
Like I was saying, that name came about because one of my fellow groomers, she's very popular as well. She reached out to me for some advice, and she ended the call by saying I was her favorite groomer. And I've heard that from other groomers as well, so I was like, okay. So I gave myself that name. So that's a real solid, truthful name. Your groomer's favorite groomer. So that's where I got that from.
Yes, and I absolutely love it because it's like I'm your groomer's favorite groomer. I love
you
that.
love them and they love me.
Yes.
So.
Now, speaking of love, what do you love about grooming?
I like the transformation.
Okay.
Like, you can bring your dog in and, you know, they may be a little scruffy or whatever, and when they leave, they are fabulous. Even their walk is different because they know that they look good. They know that they smell good. And so I'm a firm believer that when you look good, you feel good, and your pets feel the same way. So I like that I can transform them, and I just like the reaction from my clients. Like, they're like, oh, my God. You know, so it's rewarding for me as well.
And I could just imagine it being like one of those HGTV shows. Like, so when you get, oh, that's my dog. Just
yeah, I've had people to ask me, are you sure that's my puppy? Yeah, so, you know, that's my superpower. I can transform them and have them looking really, really nice when they leave.
And you are so true. I love that superpower. That is your superpower. From scruffy to stunning to fabulous. Come on now. And like you said.
Okay, go ahead.
Go.
And I've met so many people. You would be amazed at the people that I've met just through grooming. Like, I've met politicians, I've met movie celebrities, I've met authors, just all types of people, because everyone loves dogs. So I have been to all types of different seminars, just have met some really, really wonderful and notable people just in the world in general. Like, a lot of your celebrities I've met.
Come on now. And a lot of your celebrities, she
Are my
done graced
clients.
them with, are her clients. She done graced them. Come on now. She done blessed them with those hands. All facts. And I like when you said even dogs, because so before I got my dog, I went to the shelter. And when you go to the shelter, they really look sad. I'm not sure if anyone out there has went to a dog shelter, but they be like, pick me. And like you said, when a dog gets groomed, because even my dog is like that, they know they cute. They know they smell good. It's like, it's the confidence for me. You know, they have that confidence. And even though we have it, when we smell good, look good, we know we are good. It's the same thing with our pets. And our pets are our kids. Like, that's my son. Can't nobody tell me he's not.
Mine too.
Yes, they are our kids.
Yes, they are. They are. And that you mentioned shelter, just a sidebar. I just think people, you know, if you're ever looking for a puppy, there are some wonderful puppies at the shelters.
Yes.
A lot of them need new homes, new families. I think that sometimes when you are searching, people don't always think about shelters. But I think that, you know, a lot of people should look into shelters when they're looking for a new family member, a new puppy. they have a lot of cute ones there that are looking for homes. So
they absolutely do.
Always start at the shelter.
Yes, always start at the shelter. I agree. One of my neighbors, she has two. Her dogs are so cute. But she got them both from the shelter, and they're not all. I think a lot of people feel as if when they go to the shelter, it's gonna be like raggedy dogs or no. They really do have cute dogs, and you can go online and look, and then
yeah,
they even have sales on dogs sometimes. So they might be like this dog, and they'll get it spayed, neutered, chipped, all of that, shots, updated, vaccinations. So, yes, I was going to get my dog from there, but my co-worker ended up giving me my dog. He said, you can have the dog, everything come with it. I'm like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, I spent some money on this dog, but he got to go. I was like, okay. 'Cause my dog is really, he loves attention. So that's how he on his second home. Because he loves so much attention. They was like, I can't do this dog. But
okay.
He was perfect for me.
So you gave him what he needed.
Yes, he's perfect for me.
That's so sweet.
That's my son. So it's kind of like adoption, because he was like, you don't get this dog. This was, like I said, 12 years ago. This is when Craigslist was popular. He said that dog going on Craigslist. I'm like, you can't put the dog on Craigslist.
Right, because everybody are not pet lovers, seriously.
Right.
And they get those dogs and realize that it's more responsibility than they anticipated.
Yes.
And, they'll still end up at a shelter. So
yes,
I'm glad you was able to save Champ.
Me too. I said the same thing, because how my dog, since he loves attention, he would have been on he would have been probably on his 3rd or 4th home by now. Because they be like, this dog. But I think since I don't have any kids and that's my son, I think that helps for his attention. Because he's about to be 12, February 18th, and he still act like a puppy. So, yeah,
that's so sweet.
But I love it though. Every time we go somewhere, they like, how old is the dog? What? He still acts like a puppy. Like, yeah, he's still a puppy in spirit, but he old man. Now,
that's good.
What advice would you give someone getting in the grooming industry?
Well, I'll start out by saying, before you get in there, always keep in your mind that you have to take care of yourself. This is we work very hard. And so I always just make sure you take care of your mind and body. But I would just tell them first of all, you have to be a pet lover. It's not something you can just get into for the money. Although, we make pretty good money, but that's not what it is. You just have to really be a pet lover. And just always remain professional, ask questions, and don't compare yourself to anyone. Always remember that you are unique in your own way. And even if someone is doing what you're doing, just stay focused and just always reach out and try to learn more. That's really what I can tell you. Just always be open, always be a student. I tell people I'm a student of life. I'm always trying to learn something from someone, even children. I have a 12-year-old nephew. I learn a lot about social media. Yeah, hey, Bear.
Hey, Bear. Shout out to Bear. Also, this how much she my cousin. I'm like, oh, my nephew Bear. I know him.
He is so smart. Like, there is nothing that he doesn't know, especially in terms of technology. That's their niche.
Yes.
They grew up on the iPads, the phones. So, yeah, just always be open to learn. That's my advice.
I love it. And I like that you said take care of yourself. Because a lot of times, we overwork ourselves. And some people, I want to chase the bag. It ain't always about the bag. Because the bag will come. When you doing what you're supposed to do and you walking in your purpose, the bag going to come. You ain't got to chase it. The bag going to chase you. Come on now. You
do not have to chase the bag. You do what you're supposed to do. You take care of yourself. Because the bag is no good if you're sick, if you're depressed, if you're, your body is broken down. The bag, what good is the bag? So you are the bag. Know that you are the bag. You have the resources, and it's okay to take a break. It's okay to be a human. It's okay to take a vacation. I tell my customers every year, I'm going to take me a month off. You're gonna have to figure it out while I'm taking my month, because I give so much of myself as an entrepreneur, as a groomer, as a therapist. You know, I went to school to be a psychologist, so I use my degree every single day. And so you have to take time for you. What good are you if if you're sick, you're not feeling well, you're gonna be grumpy, cranky. And you always, like I said, you always want to be your best you. And being your best you means you need to take you a break. You need to take a mental, even like every month, I take me a mental health day. I may go to the spa. I may go get a facial. You just need those things so that you can keep going and be your best.
Come on now. If you keep on dropping these gems. Come on now. Yes, you are the bag. That part.
You are.
You are the bag. And then I love that you said you take a month off.
Yes.
Because
sometimes twice a year. January, I may take 2 to 3 weeks. I didn't take a lot of time this year because I have some other vacations coming up in spring break and my birthday. So I kind of worked this month. But, yeah, you should always get you 2 or 3 weeks. Take you some time. The bag, it'll still be there. The customers, they'll be there. They'll understand.
Yes, they will still be there. And I love, like you said, you help people to take care of yourself, take care of your mind, your body, because you can't. If you are sick because you've been trying to chase the bag, you can't even help the customers anyway. So you might as well just go ahead and be proactive and take those days off.
Right. Because guess what? If God decides to take you from this earth, they will find someone else to do what you do. So you got to always remember that. Just take care of yourself. The people, they will be there when you return.
Absolutely. We are all on borrowed time. We on leased time. And nothing promised. So you over here doing stuff that has no point, where you can go over there and enjoy life, because that's what life is for. Yes, we work, but also enjoy life. Spend time with family and friends, because once again, we're on a lease. We can't promise the next who's going to be here tomorrow, next week, who's going to be here, the next minute. So you call, if God putting somebody on your heart to call them, call them. If you're not in a position to call them, guess what? Pray for them. Prayer is free. And we could just, yes, we could pray for people. Maybe they're not in a position where you can't call them, but you can pray for them. So that's what we have to get into, a routine of looking out for one another. It's not just about us. It's about how we can be a service to someone else. So
that's our purpose. That's our life purpose. All of us, we're supposed to do those things. We're supposed to look out for each other, make sure each other, make sure we're good. I have a habit. I go through my phone periodically, and I just text people, hey, how you doing? And sometimes they will call like, girl, I'm just going through A, B, and C. And, sometimes people just want to eat an ear. So you just reach out to people and make sure they're okay.
Yes.
And as you said, it's not always about you.
It's not always about us. But when you help someone else, that helps you feel better too.
Oh, yeah. It's very rewarding.
And I know when people reach out to you and say, hey, I'm going through this, it's like God placed them on, on your heart. You was obedient. And that helps you too. Like, Dad, Lord, you told me to call XYZ and they was going through this. So, yes, we have to be more of a service to people. It's not about us. As long as we think about us and, 2 other people in our family, then guess what? We're going to keep on getting stressed out. But think about other people. It's going to help. It's going to help you so much more. I promise you. I promise you.
Agree.
Just
you are so right.
Yes, do 1 week. If you don't believe me, do 1 week. See how it feels for you to reach out to somebody that's not in your immediate circle. Just, hey, how you doing? And guess what? Helping somebody else is going to help you. It's very rewarding, like you said. I absolutely agree. All right. So also, as I mentioned in the other episode, you were selling accessories. So, and you board pets too. Not only, come on now, she groomed, she board pets. When you're in the business, you have to have multi things that you just can't do one thing. You gotta do multiple things. So what else are you gonna get into?
I'm working on a couple of books. I want to be an author just like you.
You are an author. We're gonna speak it, and I can give you some information to help you as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm taking a course on being a grief coach for pets. You know, in this industry, people lose their pets, and we just need to be a little bit more understanding when someone loses a pet. I saw somewhere on social media where a girl was like, oh, a celebrity was crying about her dog, and a girl was like, oh, it's just a dog. No, it's not just a dog. Those are our family members, and I just want to just kind of educate myself a little bit more just on the grief process. So I'm taking a course coming up, and after my course, I plan to write a book on just grief, just understanding more about the grief process when it comes to losing a puppy.
Oh, that's really good. And you mentioned the perfect thing. People think, oh, that's just no, that's a family member. Like, that is really a family member. And for people that don't have kids, you know, that's your child. Like, that's my son. And people don't understand that. Yes. That's still those are our kids. And I just want people to be a little bit more understanding when it comes to someone losing a puppy, because it is like a family member. If you've had your puppy for years, I've had customers who've had puppies for 15, 16 years. And so you're telling them that they're overreacting? No, that's their baby. That's their family member. So they are grieving just like they would lose a human being. Absolutely. Yes, I'm glad that you're doing that. More education. We need more education on grief for pets, because a lot of people don't realize that, and that's a family member.
Yes.
So
they are.
And it's just unfortunate that their lives are short. But you know, God knows what we need and what he's doing. But I'm glad you're getting into that. And then also an author. And I want my book signed, so I'm going to come to Atlanta.
Yes. So, to you.
Come on now. We're going to make a trip. Now,
amen.
What advice would you give someone starting a business?
Just be open. Okay. Like I always say, just be open to learning. And starting a business, find a mentor. Find someone, even if they're not in your industry, find someone who you can ask questions, who, again, are not a gatekeeper, someone who is going to put you or point you in those directions to where you need to go in terms of growing your business, getting any type of guidance. We always need mentorship. I just got a mentor myself, and you know, when it's time for us to grow in life, sometimes we don't always have the tools to get to that next step. And so you want to have someone in your life, or someone that you can reach out to help you get to that next level. You know, we don't always understand everything. I've been running my business for almost 15 years, but there are things that I have questions with. So I would just say to get a mentor, get someone who knows about business and can point you in the right directions. And work hard. Always remember that even if you are an entrepreneur, you're going to work harder in your own business than you would someone else. But it's more rewarding when you're doing it for yourself, because you can create those opportunities for yourself that a job may not offer you. but you are going to work hard. So if you're not a person that's willing to work hard and you looking at social media and you looking at the influencers on the private jets and all those things are attainable. But you have to know that you have to work to get there. And everything that you see is not always 100% what it is.
Every glitz ain't glamour. Come on now.
So you want to be a person who, what you put out into the world, that's who you are, and you're not misleading anyone.
Come on now. Now, on that note, how can we reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram, Pampered_Pawz, Pawz. TikTok is Pampered Pawz ATL, and Facebook is Pampered Pawz Grooming Atlanta. My contact number is 404-661-8177.
All right. And, I mean, she dropped some gems. Y'all get a mentor. Y'all go out there and do that. Because, I mean, come on now. Y'all listen to this episode again. Now, you could also be a sponsor, K Willis, Positive Vibes Talk Show at gmail.com. And then you could go on, listen to this on YouTube, K Willis, Positive Vibes Talk Show. And once again, K Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580 thepraise.com, a gold chip communication station. Like, share, and subscribe to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Check out my book, The Principles of Overcoming Life's Obstacles, a 31-day journey to positive living, available on Amazon.com. Just type K Willis. And thank you for tuning in to the K Willis Positive Vibes podcast.